Full face of drugstore makeup, no foundation. Welcome to my channel for everyone that's new in 2024, or if you are returning. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Y'all have been requesting a drugstore makeup look for the longest time, so I figured what better way to start 2024 than saving some coin. We're gonna be doing this beautiful, corally, glowy makeup look suitable for all skin tones, all times of the year. This is a flattering look for daytime or even a date night, concert, like you name it. This is the right balance of like glam and natural at the same time. But without further ado, let's get into the video. My skin has definitely kind of been fighting with me this winter. I have never had dry skin before. While I was in Sweden and just battling that cold weather, I was getting huge painful pimples. Like I had a giant one right here. You can still kind of see the remnants of that. It was my first time in Scandinavia. I posted the full vlog this week, and you guys, it's definitely one of my favorite vlogs I've ever made. It also took me forever because I accidentally deleted the video. But so right off the bat, this isn't necessarily a drugstore product. I got it on Amazon. It is still below $15, but this, you guys, has kept my lips so hydrated throughout the winter. I also prefer lip balm that gives me some sort of sensation. Like it doesn't have to be fiery and burning, but this has kind of like a cooling, really, you just feel hydrated when you put this on. This is the Frutia Pomegranate Honey 3-in-1 lip balm. How cute are these butterfly clips? Let's get into this base. I still want to have a really pretty glowy look today. Today is just appointments and coffee shop and working. So I don't have to slay, but it's a new year, so we're gonna slay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to achieve kind of a glowy, naturally pretty look. As always, everything that I'm using today is gonna be linked in the description box. I'm gonna go in with a primer. This is the Glow Serum Primer. I've actually never used this before, so let's see. It has vitamin C, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid for a dewy finish that still looks like your skin. So let's, that actually just gold paste. All right, here goes nothing. I'm a really big fan of the Say Super Glowy Gel, so this is kind of giving that effect. I'm just afraid of my face being actually sparkly. Like, I'm not trying to be Edward Cullen right now. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, wait. This actually is giving me a really nice glow. Now, this is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I use this all the time. I have really very deep smile lines. I've had smile lines since I was born. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. So I just like to try and fill them in a little bit with this Poreless Putty Primer. I'm also going to do a little bit in just the depressed areas of my face. Maybe a little bit in the chin and sides of mouth as well. It is about a week and a half into January already, and I still haven't done my vision board. So my plan for today is going to be driving out to Charlotte. I have a laser hair removal appointment, and then I'm gonna find a nice little cafe, go and do some editing, some work, and put together all of my pictures for my vision board. I have not made that many vision boards in my life. I'm definitely a very powerful manifester, and I can visualize things really well, so I don't feel like I've needed to have a vision board in the past few years. Now, I'm not gonna say it wouldn't have been helpful. Maybe I would have gotten farther along if I had made a vision board, but I also don't believe that like sitting and manifesting is the one thing that's gonna get you to success. I hope that you guys have set some good goals for this year. If you have something really exciting that you want to achieve this year, or you just want to put it out into the universe, use the comment section to do that. This is a safe space. I'm not judging you. I want to know what you guys are planning for this year and supporting you in whatever way I can. I had a major flop yesterday when I was in Target shopping for these products. I figured that I had my all-time favorite drugstore foundation at home, which is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. That's my absolute favorite, but I didn't. But what I did pick up is a color corrector and a multi-use concealer. I feel like everybody and their mom uses this. If you guys have watched some of my recent makeup tutorials, I don't actually wear a lot of makeup in this portion of my face. I feel like leaving this area bare gives me a more fresh-faced look. So in recent days, I have kind of opted to not wear concealer at all. I just do foundation on my ample hyperpigmentation. When I did used to wear concealer, I would opt for a much lighter shade, like maybe 2 or 3 shades lighter than my skin. And what I would do is kind of just like angle my face upwards. So creating a triangle that was really bright underneath my eyes and kind of snatch my face back. This concealer I thought was gonna be a lot lighter than my skin, so we could do that same shaping today, But now that I look at it in this light, this is my exact skin color. So let's see what all the hype is about. I'm gonna take a little bit of the e.l.f. color corrector and just put that on my hyperpigmentation. So let's do corners of the mouth. I mean, this is pretty pigmented. I don't believe in buying high-end stuff just for the sake of having a pretty makeup bag. Like, I do like to invest in nicer products for my skin and body, buy things that work very well for me. But again, like, I'm not choosing products based on the name brand. I'll leave the forehead ones a little less blended out because this is where I need the most coverage right now. Okay, this is a pretty good color match, I would, if I say so myself. I mean, it's probably a little bit light, but the undertones and everything look good to me. Ooh, it's definitely light on my forehead. I might not be able to pull that off. I might have to get I'm gonna have to cheat and get my Rare Beauty foundation that's a little bit darker because my forehead is darker than the rest of my face. So that is not gonna bode well for me. I'm gonna use the tiniest drop of the Youthforia skin finish because this one is more natural looking. So see, just like instantly better. I mean, it's still kind of light. Let's see. But I will say, so far so good with the coverage on this concealer. My skin looks good right now. As you can see, I'm skipping this area. And also, I don't put makeup on my nose, really. I don't put makeup that high into my forehead. I feel like I just put foundation on the center of my forehead. These are just little tips that I think will make you look more youthful, fresh-faced. And I think it's really pretty when your natural skin shines through. And sometimes that can be hard, like we feel that we can't achieve the clean girl look or the natural makeup look if our skin isn't perfect. But it's really just about adding the slightest bit of makeup to enhance our natural features. Like, you don't have to have perfect skin to do clean girl makeup. I think I'm just gonna leave my brows today. I want them to look natural. I'm trying not to put as much product on my brows recently and just kind of leave them alone. So this is a nice base. I think this looks really, really good. Let's go ahead and move into lashes. So another thing that I will always pretty much buy drugstore is lashes. These have been in almost every video that I've posted in the last 6 months. These are the Kiss Noblesse lashes. I really, really like these. I will say I had a little phase. So when I was in Sweden, I did the DIY like at-home lash extensions. I made a whole video on it and I will link like the lashes that I use below. You guys, these lashes looked so good and so natural. I also have a face that carries lashes, like dramatic lashes, very naturally. Like, if you just put a pair of wispy lashes on me and don't curl them or do anything special to them, it will look like I'm not wearing makeup. It's so weird. I think it's because my lash line is kind of angled outwards. If I take the lash and I just put it on like this, basically you just see like the tips of them. So you can see them well from the profile, but straight on, it looks like I'm not wearing anything. So what I do is I have to angle the lashes upwards like this. So that way you can see the lashes from the front. I don't want to get addicted to lash extensions and then be left with no eyelashes. But the DIY lash extensions were a really good alternative for me. The day that they all came out and I went back to these Kiss Noblesse lashes, which are pretty natural, I just felt like they were so voluminous and extra. Like, I am starting to prefer myself with a much more natural look on growing up and starting to watch your style evolve and your makeup preferences evolve. I don't know, I think it's a really beautiful thing. While the lashes dry, let me show you guys my little haircut. So I did a New Year's little trim slash chop. Basically, I'm just really tired of my layers. I was doing a lot of hair content for people in Los Angeles, and that was fine. It was really great, and I'm so grateful for that. But I do think I kind of like messed with my hair too much in terms of layers and bangs and just doing all of this stuff to my hair to the point where I don't really have two pieces of hair that are the same length. We took off like 3 inches of dead hair. I've seen a difference in my hair in the past year just because I didn't necessarily do my routine every single weekend. It's all about what we prioritize. You feel like you're saving so much time when you're skipping a step in your routine, and some days that might be true. Like, some days it makes sense. If you have a commitment or something else, you have to be realistic. At the same time, there is an overall cost. Anyways, one of my personal goals is to be meticulous about my Sunday hair care this year, and I already have a couple of Ayurvedic videos up. You guys know that my secret ingredient to long, healthy, beautiful hair is plants. So if you want to know more about that, definitely make sure that you're subscribed, because I will be posting, I think I'm going to do the rice water hair mask next. I'm going to post a tutorial on how you can make that at home. I already have like an aloe vera one, I have an onion one up, so go check those out. It's a great thing to implement into a new year. I'm really happy with how this concealer looks as foundation. I get the hype with this now because it blended out so well and it's oxidizing in a really pretty way. It looks very natural. Let's do a little bit of blush. We're gonna work on the blush. I have been seeing this picture of Ariana Grande all over my Pinterest. I am an Ariana and Lana Del Rey girl. I do love a peachy corally blush, but I've never tried it on my lips. So I'm gonna try to kind of match my lips and my cheek and do a brighter orangey color. I know that's not like super wintry, you know, I'm trying to be summer and winter time right now. I'm trying to have a glowy, pretty face, and then we're gonna put on the puffer and the scarf, and it's probably gonna be a vibe. This is the Cheeky Kiss cream lipstick and blush stick. I don't know what color this is, so I'm gonna figure it out and then put it in the description. But I've never used this before, so let's just, I guess you stamp it on. Ooh, wait, it has like a glow to it. I really like how glossy this is looking. Like, are you guys seeing this glow right now? It's very balmy, like, I guess because it's a cheek and lip. It has that like glossy finish to it, and y'all know me and my multi-function. I love a good multi-use product. That is also the one thing that I think made my makeup look really good while I was traveling. I packed a lot of like multi-use products, which made it easy for me to switch up my makeup looks and just like do fun stuff, even though I had a limited amount of products with me. Buying things that are practical that you can use for multiple occasions. I'm obsessed with this. This is insane. This was so cheap. My other favorite drugstore blush, which I'm not going to use in this because I'm really liking the glowy look, and this one is more matte. This is one of my favorite blushes of all time. I've talked about it so many times. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in Mauve Mattes. So this blush like transformed my relationship with blush. I'm sure this would be beautiful on fair skin as well, because it basically has a bunch of different shades in it. So I don't know, I feel like this would suit almost every single skin tone. This is a very matte color, which isn't like my vibe as of recently, but nevertheless, this is a gorgeous color and will always be in my top 5 blushes. I did skip bronzer today. That has also been something that I have taken out of my routine. I think that sometimes it looks really strange on me. What I do to add definition to my nose is, this is like my secret life hacks. This is from Honest Beauty, which is Jessica Alba's makeup / lifestyle brand. Y'all are sleeping on Honest Beauty. They have a lot of really wonderful products that are really clean, which is something I'm starting to care about. This is in the color Plum Berry. I had this lip combo that went viral this winter while I was in Big Bear, and this is it. Like, this is the color. But what you don't know is this is also my contour in the winter. So I just put on a little bit of that on my nose and just blend it out. And this was really fun in Sweden. I was like going super overboard with it because I was trying to achieve that cold girl look. I'm obsessed with this. Like, I really think this makes me feel and look so pretty, and it's just such an easy step. It's on the go. Okay, I am feeling like I'm a little bit greasy in some areas. This was one of the first makeup products that I ever bought. I think I was in like 4th grade the first time I picked this up. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. I use the color Sun Beige. I'm just gonna pick this up on a brush, and I'm gonna put this like in those areas that are a little overly greasy, because girl, the glow on that like little lipstick thing was crazy. A little bit on the sides of my nose to kind of soften those creases as well, on that hyperpigmentation areas to set that into place. Obviously you can still see it a little bit, but hey, that's, I mean, can't hide it. Also got this Valentine's Day palette from ColourPop last year, which I didn't even know that they sold ColourPop in Target. I saw it in Target yesterday. Flirty Talk Pressed Powder Palette, and all these really pretty Valentine's Day colors in it. Take one of these like plum slash red colors. This is the color You Up. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and a little bit of Miss Me Yet, which is a more red tone. Line right below my outer like lash line. I'm not gonna take this all the way. I'm just gonna kind of like create a quarter of a wing. Give me a little bit of dimension without doing a whole crazy noticeable wing. So okay, let's experiment with this orange lip. So the two products that I chose, when it comes to lip combos, you guys know this, I am very picky. Like there are a few things that work for me, and I've been doing and using those products religiously ever since I got my hands on them. Like I'm talking 5-10 years I've been using the same colors. One of those colors is a drugstore lipstick. It is the L'Oreal Color Rich in the color Divine Wine. If you've been following for a while, you've definitely seen me wear it. It's in practically all of my other makeup tutorials. I decided to snoop around the L'Oreal section and see if I could find another shade of that same lipstick, since I love the formula of the other one so much. They have this new collection of nudes, and this one is in New Irreverent. So this looks absolutely terrifying to me because it's like a bright color and I'm afraid. Okay, the go-to lip liner, this may be the one thing in my life that will never change, and this is the Club Hopper liner by NYX. Y'all know, like some things just don't need to be changed. Little trick I like to call the Angelina Jolie. I've seen a lot of people do this before, it's nothing new, but basically I'm just gonna create like a pillow lip in between. And what this is gonna do is add like some more depth and color to my lips in case this is like way too bright or something. It'll be able to blend in with this darker color, because as you can see, this lip liner has a very purpley dark tone. It's very terrifying to look at, but it looks wonderful on darker skin. So that's my one tip with like lipstick and liner. I also made an entire video on lip combos where I go in depth on like the strategy that I use, I guess. And honestly, the gist of the video is this is the strategy. The strategy is finding a lip liner that looks good, because then you can pretty much experiment with any lip color. Let's try this guy out. I mean, it's a little bright. It's a little bright. Add a little more liner. Let's just... I've been wanting to try the NYX Fat Oil for a long time. This one is in an orangey shade to kind of go with this. So let's see if this adds some life back into my face. That picture of Ariana, her lips are really glossy. I don't know that... Ooh. This is making it look more like the picture. I was just about to say... I don't know that this looks anything like that photo of her. Like, this is not that lipstick color. Wait, I like this. I think this is gonna be a pretty color for spring. I'm just so used to having the plum berry shade on that I'm like not used to seeing myself like this. I think I'm gonna take a little bit more of this Hard Candy Glow and just add some details. So I'm gonna put a little dot on my tip of my nose, the top of my bridge. And then let's do a little bit like underneath my brow. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so this is the finished look. This is so pretty. The fact that this is no foundation is really taking me out right now, because this looks incredible. Drugstore popped off. Every single product in this haul was a hit. I was taking a risk making this video because usually when I do makeup tutorials, it is something that I've been wearing for like a month and I tried it out, and I'm just recommending you guys these things that are tried and true in my book. So to be using all these new products that I literally bought yesterday, this was a shot in the dark, and I'm glad I took it because this makeup looks incredible. Let me know what you guys think of this little drugstore makeup look. If there are other specific tutorials that you guys want to see from me, please let me know in the comments. This look is so pretty. Tell me what you guys want to see, because at the end of the day, I do all of this for you. Grateful for you. I love you. I appreciate you. If no one has told you that in 2024 yet, here I am telling you, you're going to achieve your goals this year, and your dreams and goals will come true. So you heard it here first. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.